And he didn't leave that door. He didn't. He kept banging on it. It's like, fuck, I can't even kill myself in peace, right?
Sorry, I don't know why that's funny, but
But it's true, right?
yeah.
I couldn't. I said, do you want me to take you to the hospital or do you want to go yourself? I said, well, you might as well take me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the hospital, and this was sort of the first time I ended up in the Indian hospital with an attempted suicide, right? And the doctors and the nurses were not what I needed at that time, like they just blew it off on drug use. They didn't know all the mental illness I was going with. They weren't equipped to deal with mental illness at that time, for surely not in the Indian hospital. It was, small town. They didn't deal with that stuff. And my assumption is that I'd be locked up in a psych ward, right? And they didn't. They didn't. They let me go home that night,
Yeah.
And, I had got back into teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I started teaching. I carried the kettle at that time.
Yeah.
And I was teaching a high school program. And I actually kind of got my life back on track a little bit.
Yeah.
And this woman was still in and out of my life periodically, like this one that was, my disease. That was the one that really, really crippled me. At the end of that year, that contract ended. Of course, I can see why. They didn't renew the contract. They didn't want to hire me again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was my second attempt at suicide this time, and it was every pill I had in my house. I remember I had gotten into a big fight with this woman. That was the actual end of it all. I didn't want to live no more. And here I didn't even write a letter this time. This was all just to spite her, right?